Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine. So let's get started. Part 4, Chapter 5, Grade 6, CBSE, and the name of the chapter is Kingdoms, Kings, and an Early Republic. So guys, in case you've missed the last session, let me tell you, we've talked of how some men became rulers, then we talked of Janpads, then we talked of Mahajanpads. I also introduced you to some of the taxes that were imposed by the kings, the changes that took place in the agricultural sphere, and also I talked of Magda Empire, where I in detail talked of all the dynasties so that you do not get confused. I even told you from where did Alexander come, where did he stop, what was his ambition, and why were the soldiers so scared to go ahead of Vyas, and what did they hear of Nandas that they decided that we are going to move back. So while all these developments were taking place at Magda, now we are going to talk of this another kingdom that had a different form of government. The name of the place is Vaji with its capital Vaishali. You guys can all see here. So this is Vaji, another kingdom that had a different set of rule of government, and it was there, and of course with its capital in Vaishali, it has a different story to tell. So as you know that we had talked of Janapads, right? And from Janapads, we moved on to Mahajanpads, right? So what happens is, at this place, what you call it Vaji, the thing was different. How was it so different that it didn't have pillars or what? So in Vaji, what happened, guys, there was this place was ruled by a set of kings, group of people together. Okay? It was not under a single king. There were many rulers to this place. And when you have many rulers ruling a particular place, especially an area like Vaji, you call it Gana or you call it Sangha, which means organization. So they all used to sit in the darbar, the chamber, used to discuss about the proceedings, what's going to take place, and all of them collectively used to perform some kind of rituals. As you see Akbar's darbar and so they all used to perform rituals together. They all used to have some sort of discussion, debate on different topics, that how are we going to counterattack our enemy, what needs to be done. And let me tell you, when they used to have that meeting, right, like this is what I call as Ganas or Sangha. There's an interesting thing that you need to know. Here in this Gana or Sangha, you don't see a lot of women. So let's specify women as this. Not a lot, but women were not allowed in the assemblies, whom you call it the Sas. And also there were different set of people who were called agricultural laborers. Kamakarars. I've talked about them in the previous session. They were not allowed to participate in this discussion. And at this period, when we talk of Ganas, we talk of Sanghas, we also see the evolution of two new religions. We'll talk about them in subsequent sessions in the next chapters. One is the coming of Buddha and the second is Mahavira. They all belong to this Ganas and Sanghas period. So we've got a lot of Buddhist council taking place during Magda Empire when we talk of Vaji. Now what happened is, if you see, there are a lot of rulers and all of them can't sail in the same boat. One has to prove his power over the other. One has to exert influence over the others. So one or two of them who turned out to be great influential rulers, they started to counterattack the other kings. They started to defeat them. They tried to conquer and take over the Sanghas. Nevertheless, I would tell you, when it all started, then we moved on to the Mauryas. So it is Mauryas. We moved on to Mauryas, and of course Vaji I talked of. Then I talked of, this was the time when we see the coming of Mauryas and then Guptas, right? So it all started from Magda, then Maurya Empire, and then Guptas, who conquered many of sanghas or ganas. So we'll talk all about it in the next session, in the next classes. So in case you like this video, please don't forget to hit like and share this video as much as you can. I'll see you in the upcoming sessions. Thank you.